I was born in McDowell, Virginia, and my father and mother decided to come to Durban, West Virginia. There's a tannery here, and he used to farm over in Virginia, but he gave that up and come over here to tannery and went to work. And I was raised up here in Frank, West Virginia, up at the tannery, where they had the tannery. Back there then, the farmers didn't pay you much, so you could come over to the tannery and be close to the work and get much more money.
How did he get word about the tannery? How did word travel about work in those days?
Well, he had some uncles that worked at the tannery at the time and got work over here. They worked in a tannery at Richwood, and then they come over here at Frank. So my dad decided he could move over here so he'd be closer to the work and made more money.
Was there a black neighborhood or community here, or did
Yeah, up Frank, yeah, there was. Well, at that time, there's quite a few black people lived down here in Durban, just all around, mostly because there's a lot of logging and things like that going on. So some of the black people worked in logging, but after they put that tannery in up here, well, a lot of them quit that and went to tannery. They made more money.
So when you went to work for the tannery, then what was your job there? What department did you work in?
Well, I used to work in where they first started tanning the hides. You know, I don't know if you ever been in one or not, but see, the part where they first start off is when the hides come in with hair and stuff on them. Well, they'd have to go through a certain process, run them through that, and then down certain parts they had to take off the flesh, they run them through what you call them hair machines, things like that, take all the hair off and the flesh off at the back of it. And I used to, after they take the flesh off I used to have a job of trimming around the edges of them. Had to leave little flesh around them. You have to cut that or trim around the edge of them. And they had a big knife that you use that you trim around the edge of the hides. I did that for a while, and then I had a job of running the wheels, which you call the wash wheels, the place where they wash them and then drop them down in a vat with paddles turning like something like in a wash machine, only it turned around and around, and you put so much bait in there and stuff to take out a certain amount of lime, which they had to use lime on them for loosen up the hair and stuff before they take them off. And then from there, after you go through that process, they'd take so much lime was put in it, but they had to take out so much before they start tanning. I ran them wheels for a long time. And then from there, they take it on and put them down in what you call where they tan them. They hang them in liquor and different kind of stuff that they tan them in, and you put them down in vats and leave them so many days. Take them out and transfer them over from one to the other till they get so many days, and then they take them out of there. Take them out of there, and they had to put them through another process where they put so much oil in them and stuff. And take them out of that place, and they'd have to hang them up and let them dry at places where there's so much heat come in there and we dry them. And after they're dried, well, they go to what you call the rollers. Guys have to get them, and they had a big wheel with so much weight on it that it'd roll them down, make them more smoother. Have to take them out of the rollers, and they hang them up again and let them sponge them with some kind of sponging process they had to put on them. And then they have to hang them up and let them dry again. They come out of there as leather. It makes for shoe soles and the tops and all the different parts of your shoes. They have a certain part of the leather they use for that.
So it was mostly shoe leather that was produced?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Leather and the tops. And then finally, before they closed it down, I think they made belts. Certain pieces they used and make belts out of.
Was your dad still working there when you went to work?
Yeah, my dad and 3 brothers. I had 3 brothers working there.
How many employed altogether when you went to work?
I don't know. I'd say around about at that time, I'd say about 500 people, maybe better. Because they used to have about 40 people on the outside, worked on the outside where they had used bark and stuff, to put in certain places to make the liquid to tan your hides with. They used to have what they call outside crew. 40 they worked on the outside. And through the whole rest of the tannery, I guess around about 450, 500 people worked there. This tannery up here was about the largest tannery in the world then.
Was there a strong smell associated with it?
Yeah, it was. It was strong smell with it, especially the first apartment. The first apartment had the strongest smell. Because you used to use a lot of dope in there. Dope to take the hair off the hides, and then you use dope to tan them.
So you worked there several years. You also worked at forestry, didn't you?
Yeah, I worked there 10 years altogether, I guess.